Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're here again, digging through the noise to find those really useful insights just for you.
Happy to be here.
So today, we're getting into something genuinely quite innovative, something that's, well, making waves in skincare. It's the Olay Gentle Cleansing Melts. And this isn't just, a quick look. We're really exploring what seems like a very clever solution. For everyday skincare, yes, but maybe even more for when you're traveling or just out and about.
Yeah, the convenience angle is definitely a big part of it.
We've basically pulled our insights from a really detailed YouTube review by Matteo Guide. And yeah, we're ready to break it all down.
Let's do it.
Okay, so let's just jump right in. Think about a cleanser that sort of flips the script on what you expect. No bottles, no risk of spills, just like potent skincare ready when you are.
That's the core idea behind these Olay melts, yeah.
And our mission today really is to unpack the key benefits, the clever design, and what the review suggests are the real-world uses. So you can figure out if these little squares are, the missing piece for your routine.
Exactly. Do they actually live up to the hype?
Right. So when I first heard cleansing melts, my mind went straight to, like, a balm, or maybe one of those thick creams that melts on your skin.
Sure, that's a common format.
But these Olay ones, they're different. They're dry. Can you tell us a bit more about that? How does that even work? A dry square becoming a cleanser?
It's a great question, and yeah, it's really the core of what makes them unique. What Matteo Guide really focused on is that they aren't liquid, they aren't balm, they're these little dry cleansing squares.
Okay.
The magic, so to speak, happens with water. They're actually designed to dissolve underwater in just a few seconds.
Wow, seconds.
Yeah, it's really quick and almost instant change. And once they melt, they become this creamy, foamy lather.
A lather from a dry square.
Exactly. And importantly, even though they feel really gentle, that lather is apparently designed for a thorough cleanse.
So you're holding this, like, paper-thin square, add a bit of water, and boom, you've got a proper foamy cleanser.
Pretty much.
That quick change, solid to foam. It's definitely a new way of thinking about cleansers. It makes you wonder what else could be done this way.
But is there, like, a practical advantage to being dry beyond just being tidy?
Oh, absolutely. It's not just a gimmick. The dry format is actually quite a smart delivery system.
How so?
Well, for one thing, it often helps keep delicate active ingredients more stable. They stay potent right up until you activate them with water.
Right, like vitamin C sometimes.
Exactly. And think about preservatives. Many liquid formulas need quite a few. A dry product like this can often get away with fewer, which is, a nice bonus for sensitive skin, or people who just prefer simpler formulas.
I see.
So yeah, it's not just about being easy to carry, it's about protecting the ingredients inside. That's really interesting. So it's clever chemistry, not just a neat trick. And it sounds like the smart thinking doesn't stop there. The actual formulation seems pretty well thought out for skin health, too.
Definitely. The review makes a point of saying they're specifically fragrance-free and pH balanced.
That's just pretty important, right?
Crucial. Fragrance is, well, a really common irritant for lots of people, especially if you have sensitive skin. And being pH balanced helps protect your skin's natural barrier, that sort of acidic layer that defends against bacteria and helps keep moisture in. Some traditional soaps can really mess with that, leaving your skin feeling tight and uncomfortable.
Yeah, that stripped feeling.
Exactly. So Olay, making sure these respect your skin's natural state, is a really key smart design choice.
Okay, so they're gentle, they respect your skin. But they do more than just clean, don't they? You mentioned ingredients.
That's right. They're actually infused with proper skincare ingredients, things like vitamin C or hyaluronic acid, maybe retinol. It depends on which version you choose, obviously.
Right. Different versions for different needs.
And this is where it gets quite interesting if you follow skincare. They've basically boosted the simple face wash into something that's actively doing more for your skin than just removing dirt and oil.
So it's like a treatment step built into the cleansing step.
Kind of, yeah. It's not just about throwing ingredients in. It feels like a rethink of that first step in your routine. By adding these actives, Olay is sort of challenging the idea that you need loads of separate steps. Maybe getting a little bit of treatment right from the start is, well, more effective or just more practical for busy people today.
Interesting.
It definitely points towards a bigger trend in the industry.
Yeah.
Convenience and multitasking becoming just as important as the core function.
That makes sense. Turning an essential into a multitasker. It's clever. Elevating the simple wash. And thinking about busy lives, the whole experience of skincare, especially when you're not at home, can be frankly, a bit of a pain.
Absolutely.
Which brings us to what feels like the next big thing about these melts. Just how incredibly convenient they are.
Yeah, this is probably the biggest selling point for many. Mateo Guide really emphasized this. No liquid, no spills. And the fact they take up almost no space.
Think about it. Leaking bottles in your luggage.
Yeah.
Stressing about the liquid limits at airport security.
Or just a soggy gym bag.
Oh, but tell me about it. I've definitely had exploding mini bottles next to my clean gym clothes. It's the worst.
Right.
So the idea of no liquid, no spills for a cleanser,
Yeah.
that's almost revolutionary for travel stress.
It makes them super versatile.
Exactly. You could just like toss one in your gym bag or pack for a flight without even thinking about liquids for your face wash. It really does change the game for travel skincare. It's all about making things simpler without cutting corners on good skincare, which, let's be honest, fits perfectly with how busy most of us are.
And if you look at the bigger picture, this kind of innovation tackles those everyday frustrations for busy people. We're always moving, right? So anything that streamlines our routines and gives a bit of peace of mind is really valuable. Knowing you've got a decent cleanser that won't cause drama at security or make a mess, that's a level of ease traditional liquids just can't offer.
Gives you a bit more freedom, really.
Exactly. Freedom and readiness wherever you are.
So who are these actually for? Is it a niche product or broader?
Well, the good news, according to the review, is they're meant to be suitable for all skin types, including sensitive skin.
Okay, that's good.
That gentle aspect, plus being fragrance-free and pH balanced, really seems key to making them accessible to almost everyone. Which is nice because sometimes really new, innovative things end up being only for very specific skin types. Olay seems to have aimed for wider appeal here.
That makes sense. But, suitable for all skin types. Is that always 100% true, especially with something so new? Are there maybe situations where even being gentle, they might not be the perfect first choice or need a bit more thought?
That's a really fair question. And yes, while they seem great for a gentle daily cleanse, there are a couple of things to bear in mind.
Like what?
Well, for instance, if you wear heavy or waterproof makeup, the review suggests they might work best as a second cleanse rather than the only step.
The double cleanse.
Exactly, because you often need something like an oil or a balm first to really dissolve stubborn makeup properly. Then you'd follow up with the melt to get the skin itself truly clean.
Okay, so use it as step 2 in that case.
Right. It's about using them smartly, optimizing their gentle nature.
Got it. Any other considerations?
The other main one Mateo Guide brought up was cost. Because they were single use, using them every day for all your cleansing needs could be more expensive than a regular cleanser bottle.
Right. You're paying for the convenience of the individual portion.
Precisely. So this brings up an important point for you, the listener, to think about.
Yeah.
How do you balance that ultimate convenience against your budget and daily routine? Are you looking for something to replace your main cleanser entirely? Or is this more like a specialized tool for travel, the gym, those specific times, or maybe a mix?
That really depends on your lifestyle, doesn't it?
It totally does. Your answer really shapes how you see the value of these melts for you.
That's a really important point. Daily staple versus special occasion convenience. So let's pull this all together. What's the final word from the Mateo Guide review on these Olay Gentle Cleansing Melts? What's the overall impression?
Well, overall, they definitely come across as a clever, mess-free option that combines skincare benefits with easy portability.
Okay.
The review summed it up nicely. They're kind of a mix between a good facial cleanser and smart travel skincare.
A hybrid.
Exactly. They sit right in that sweet spot, offering, the good stuff from both worlds. You get a properly formulated cleanser, sometimes with those nice active ingredients, but in a form that just completely changes the game for portability and mess.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting solution for people who want effective skincare, but also need it to be absolutely effortless.
That hybrid idea really nails it, I think. It's not just another cleanser. It feels like a genuinely fresh take on a part of our routine we often take for granted. It challenges the default liquid format and offers something really practical for certain needs. It's honestly exciting to see that kind of real innovation happening.
It is.
Okay, so let's quickly recap our deep dive on the Olay Gentle Cleansing Melts. We look at that cool dry-to-lather thing, how they change instantly for a good cleanse.
Right, the transformation.
The added skincare goodies like vitamin C or retinol, depending on the version. And, of course, that huge convenience factor for travel or the gym.
Definitely.
But we also touched on the practical side, maybe needing a first cleanse for heavy makeup, and thinking about the cost if you were to use them every single day. It really asks you to consider your own priorities.
And that leads to a bigger question, really, for you to think about. As consumers, how do we actually weigh up innovation and convenience against, our established routines and the cost involved, especially with something as personal as skincare?
Yeah, it's balance.
Does that sheer ease and portability make the potential extra cost worth it for daily use? Or do you see these more as a brilliant solution for those specific times, travel, weekends away, gym sessions where convenience is absolutely king?
Good question.
I'd really encourage you to think about your own habits. What truly makes your routine better? Is it efficiency? Is it that little bit of effortless luxury? Where do these fit in for you?
Absolutely. It's always about finding what genuinely works best for your life. Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the Olay Gentle Cleansing Melts. We really hope you found these insights useful.